Hello guys, I hope you are having a great day. Today we have the Lego Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. Now this set comes with 408 pieces, is for ages 8 and plus, and it comes with a serial number of 75334. This set comes with 4 minifigures all the way from Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader, Ned B, and Tala Duret. If we move to the other corner of the box, there we have Obi-Wan and Darth Vader having a lightsaber crossover. Right in the front of the box, we have some of the playabilities and features of the set. There we have Darth Vader racing Obi-Wan in the air with the Force. There we have Tala shooting the car, and then we have Ned B trying to save Obi-Wan. Here in the back of the box, there we have some of the playabilities and features of the set. There we have on the top Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, where you can assimilate like they are having a lightsaber duel. If we move to the bottom, there we have where Tala shoots the car and he sets the scene in fire, and it is pretty well recreated in the set. I like what I see, and I think they did a great job on capturing that scene. Now, that minifigure that is featured in the set is gonna be right there, Obi-Wan Kenobi, with that hair piece of his hair pulled back. With that being said, guys, let's build the set. And here is everyone, the Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader set fully built. Let's get into the review. So we're gonna start a review with the set, and here we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. Now let me just give a tour all over around so you guys can see it. Let me start right off the back. This one reminds me of, in some form, part of the diorama set collections, and I don't know, probably because of the form and shape how it is, that reminds me of that. And I think this one could have had a lot of potential to be part of the diorama set collection. I do think that this one can actually be transformed into that, and I think it will have looked really good. So with that in mind, let's begin with some of the features and playabilities of the set. And let me start by saying that since this set is for ages 8 and plus, the same thing, it has a lot of playability features, and I feel like any set that is below the age of 10 and under will always have playability features. I think there is kind of a requirement at this point for the Lego company that if the set is under the age of 10, it has to have a lot of playability features. So some of the features here are gonna be, it has these rotating systems where you can put Darth Vader and Obi-Wan and simulate like they're having a battle. These right here, these two clear studs are used to put Obi-Wan Kenobi into the air to mimic that when Darth Vader is kind of choking him and using the Force to choke him into the air. So that's what they're used for. This section right here goes to the back, and here you can hide these pieces, and these pieces are here to mimic fire. That's what they are here for, and this is how the system actually works. So you put this back, and then the fire just goes up by itself like that, and then you can just put it back down here and hide it. I think that's pretty cool. Now another feature or playability of the set is gonna be this car, where it actually can be toppled when Tala actually shoots it. So you just hit here and it will just pretty much throw the car, and this is when the scene actually gets light up on fire, and there you can see the fire. Right here in this mountain is with Tala that's actually hiding, and she shoots this little car right here. And then there we have some kind of carbon processor, and this is what it is supposed to mimic here. And it actually, of course, in the scene it sets on fire and everything. There here we have some kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure if it is a light post or some kind of signal antenna. It could be. When it comes to Ned B, you can set it somewhere here or here, so you can have the scene where Ned B is actually trying to save Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I mean, this set, it just looks really good. I really like what I see here, and it reminds me so much, like I said, of the diorama sets. If for some reason I feel like if they have done it as a diorama, it will have been really good, and actually will have looked really nice with the quote right here and the Star Wars logo. I think it will have looked great. So now, guys, let's move to the minifigures. Our first minifigure is gonna be Tala. There we have her. And with Tala, they literally nailed the way that she looks. It's just accurate to what we see in the actual series of Obi-Wan Kenobi. All the way to the point where they actually put her 2 sets of credentials there. You can see with a little bit of green dots on the top. They nailed that perfectly. Her badges right here in the front in one side of her arm, and then there we have the Imperial belt, and it actually surrounds all the way to the back which is nice. In the back there we have a little bit of texture and structure into the minifigure, which is always nice that they do things like that. In her hat, then we have just a imperial insignia right there in the hat, and then the faces that come with this minifigure is just gonna be one. There we have it, which is pretty accurate. Like I said, this minifigure is really accurate to what we see in the show. And now guys, let's move to a favorite one, Darth Vader. There we have Darth Vader, and with Darth Vader, I mean, the texture of the clothes, the printing, everything, it looks just great. There we have the breathing system in the middle. Then we have the belt that surrounds all of the way to the back. Let me put this up so you guys can see it. There we have it, and it goes all the way to the back. They have some texture and everything, which it's amazing that they do that. They didn't have to, because I mean the cape pretty much covers all of that stuff, but they did, and it looks really good. We have printing in the arms. That's good. It's always nice when they do, you know, the extra details that we have printing right there. When it comes to the helmet, it is the dual helmet that comes in two sections. There we have this one, and there we have the other one. Darth Vader, as always, as of right now, it only comes with one face, and it has some scarving all around, and then it has some scarving here in the back. You know, I wish they start doing the scarving and all everything just printed here, and they just, you know, just print it all around. I think it will look really good if they just did that and not just in the front and the back. But I mean, that's something that they can definitely work in the future. But Darth Vader in general, I mean, it's nothing impressive. I wish they have given us the red visor eyes, but they didn't, and it's a little bit of sad, but it's okay. The minifigure has a lot of detail and everything, so it looks really good. It looks nice. So now let's move to Obi-Wan Kenobi. This Obi-Wan is, of course, it is at the beginning of the series, and the same thing, it looks really accurate to what we see in the movie. It has a little texture in here in the back to represent the hoodie of the cape that he's wearing, and then he's, of course, kind of like cream color clothing here, the belt, a little bit of texture right here and printing, which is really nice, and of course that really nice sleek hair piece that he always has pulled to the back. It looks really good. I really like the hair piece. I think it looks really accurate. And then the heads, he comes with two faces. There we have that one where it's a little concerned, and then the other one where he's a little bit more like happier. So it looks good. I mean, in general, I really like the minifigure. I think it looks really good. I'm just amazed by the color orange of his beard. It looks really accurate to what we see in the actual series. Well, I mean, just towards what we have seen through all the movies, it looks really accurate to his beard that he actually carries. It looks really good. Now, one of my favorite ones, and I think a lot of people favorite ones, is gonna be Ned B. And Ned B, it just looks so good to be the first time that we have a Ned B. I mean, compared to so many other robots that we have in the past, and with the construction and build and the molding of this minifigure, it looks just so good. I mean, of course, I left that little helmet here because it is part of him. Like the hammer just looks good too, like the way that it was designed and everything. It looks really good. Ned B comes with, it is in pretty much three sections, which is gonna be the legs, the body section, and then this section that actually moves all of the way. And this section right here reminds me so much of kind of like what Chewie has. It's just different molding and everything, and I really like what they did here with him. Like, they give him so much detail and texture and printing into the body. They even, if you can see right here closer, you can see some of the letters that actually are in his armor in the show. It just looks really good. I mean, if we can complain about something about this minifigure, which is not really a complaint, I love the minifigure. They could have done a little bit of printing in the arms, but it just looks great. Like the minifigure, they nailed the minifigure. It looks just really good, and it looks really accurate to what we see in the show. That's the main thing, that things look accurate and they nailed those little details to every single point. So now let's keep moving. Now guys, there is one more question to be answered. Is it the set worth it for the $49.99 price tag? And if you divide that by the 408 pieces that comes with this set, you will get roughly around 12 cents per piece, which it is really good. I don't think that's bad, and it's pretty accurate. I think the price, it is good if you see it from that perspective of pieces. But I think a lot of these prices, when you see them visually, the sets, you're like, yeah, I don't think it is worth this much. But when it comes to the pieces, it definitely is. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Do you think it is worth it visually or it is not? And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps so we can continue the family growing. And as always, thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and I will see you guys on the next.